Hey everybody, so I am going to do a quick garden tour of the cutting garden. Right now I'm kind of zooming in toward the house as I do have some coleus and some, I think they're called Irish Eyes Rudbeckia toward the house. My big hydrangea is in bloom and some other fun things over there. This is a new border that I'm starting, and I'm noticing that July doesn't have a lot going on, so next year I'll have to think about that as I put things in. Anyway, my cutting garden is right here, and it really has a cute little entrance, and I love walking in here. No comments on any of the weeds, although I think this year I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping up with it. I kind of go with the if it grows, let it stay theory, but not always. But I have been trying to keep the stones clear of volunteers because we do have snakes here in Georgia, and I'd like to see where I'm walking. So the stones I do weed daily. But we are now inside the garden. I'm kind of looking off to my left, and I have this beautiful, beautiful blue salvia. And it's a big stand of salvia. It takes up half a bed, as well as its white counterpart here at the end. Gosh, I'm going to grow more of these from seed and put them all through my borders because they just keep coming. You cut and come again. Even if you don't cut, they still look good. What a great plant. And here, I've got some fairly tall zinnias coming in through here. But I do have a dahlia. This is kind of funny. Every plant or every flower on this one looks a little different. But there's some dahlias mixed in each of the beds because I do love a good dahlia. Down here, you can see I've got a little pot here. It's got some columbine, and it does have, this salvia wants to take it over and eat it up. It does have a gerbera daisy or two in it, which are coming along. You can see I really love ageratum. It's great for the front of a border. These are great. If I can get one in bloom, I'll show you. This is the clitoria vine, named after exactly what you think it would be. It is a tropical pea plant. Not an edible pea, but it's just really getting started. It's just finally getting hot enough for this one, but boy, I love it. It's hopefully by the end of the summer here going to be all the way up this trellis and doing a little more. And this is the Peace Pact dahlia just about to open. I've got some pink ones coming in here that I just cut, so you won't be able to see those. I've got some dwarf zinnias and some annual phlox and some perennial phlox here next to our fountain. It's the solar fountain. And I'm going to have a white gerbera popping in here in a minute now. I do have a small water feature. It's had some trouble this year. You can see the hosing is still out, but it's run on a solar panel too because we're just a little far from the house and haven't installed any electricity. This year I have started a little sedum and succulent bed. That's my buddy right there. I'm kind of coming around now to the right side of the garden. This is all the stuff that's inside. This is, I think, called Chilson's Pride. It's usually pink. Sometimes you get a white one out of it. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Let's come out. Come back out. I want to show you the ageratum. This stuff is amazing. Look at that. This stuff, it is so pretty. I have it in pots all around. All you really have to do to keep up with it is just come in and deadhead some of the brown ones, and it just keeps going. It'll go like this right through till frost, which for us is, November, December. Through here I have some experiments. These were leftover seedlings. I think that's a Cherokee sunrise, Rudbeckia. These are Gomphrena. These are going to be, there's quite a few, definitely very overplanted, but these are Formosa lilies, so I started them from seed. And these are all daylilies started from seed, from different hybridizations. This is a candy lily. Looks a bit like an iris, but isn't an iris. So I think it was bred with some irises. And it is also from seed last year. So I don't know what these are going to do, but they're going to go in my borders. Just sort of the back of the garden. I am a big fan of Pampas Plume Celosia, and I kind of got it all over the place. Again, you can see my love of Ageratum and dwarf zinnias. Dwarf zinnias, more of them. Hey, look, more Ageratum. And there's some Pampas Plume coming up. These were volunteers from last year. I grew, and I'm still growing, a bunch of gerberas for the fronts of my borders, and these are from last year. And it was a nice mix of dark pink, medium pink, light pink, and there's even some whites. I have another stand here. This amazing Salvia farinacea. It's really a beautiful, beautiful color. And then down here there's going to be a cobalt salvia. It's still coming along.